Excellent finishing, not starting. Excellent finishing, not starting. It's not going to be stellar again, is it? It's not stellar. Finishing. If you're finishing your ending, I think we're going to need a letter, an 8-letter word that means finishing, and then take the first letter off. It's not starting. And then that word will mean Meredith. Catnip, you have supported me in the past though, so thank you very much. It's I put out my hey, support me here's for those who can and want to be able to, but I never expect anyone to actually physically do so. Excellent finishing, not starting. It's got to be an 8-letter word for finishing. Ceasing. Might become easing. Excellent, brilliant. No, not getting this. So let's have a look at one down. Strikes hit workers initially involved in courses. This crossword, by the way, tends to be more difficult than the Telegraph. So do let me know. Do let me know if you've got this or have got any hints. Strikes hit workers. Workers can be ants or bees because they are also worker animals. Initially involved in, so we could be putting an I in. Strikes could be raps. Courses could be. This is today's independent crossword, Scoots. So you can pull it up at puzzles.independent.co.uk and play along should you want. It'll be on screen though. Courses, it could be like starters, mains, desserts. It could be something like that. Initially evolved. Strikes hit, could be workers initially. We could be putting a W in. Waterfall, you've got it. Thank goodness thank goodness you're here, Waterfall. Can we have, let's have the first letter and possibly a hint, but definitely at least the first letter. Because if you strike, you rap. Well, it's a T. Strikes, courses, tutorials. If you strike, you go off work as well. But if you strike, you hit, you thump. Does it end in ants? Waterfall. Hit workers initially. Strikes hit workers initially involved. Not spotting it. More hints, please, Waterfall. More hints. Like either an extra letter or what the definition is. Ah, good. Gary's got it. So, not ants. Is it bees? Or is it just the letter W? TH. Okay. Hit. Okay. Thwacks. Ooh, is it going to be thwacks? Thwacks. It's thwacks. Okay. Why is it thwacks? If you strike something, you thwack it. Good word. Hit workers involved initially in courses. So, HW is in tax. TACKS. Now, what's the meaning there of course and tack that's the same? Is it something to do with like if you tack in sailing, that is your course? Is that change tack, change course of action? Okay, it's going to be a tough crossword. Okay. Anyway, you note the letters for the pangram. So excellent finishing, not starting. No, going to need more letters there. Let's have a look at 9 across. Join together, touring a region of southeast England. Join together, touring a region of southeast England. Okay, happy with this. Those of you who don't live in the UK may not have heard of this part of the UK. Waterfall's got 1 across. See, I'm glad you're here, Waterfall. You will be propping us up on this one. Good work, Scoots. Keep it up. So there is a part of the UK called the Weald. And so it's, if you join something together, you weld it, and it's all around A. We're touring the letter A, and it's a region of southeast England. I'm sure I must have been close to there, if not there. There we go. Let's have a look at 1 across. Excellent finishing, not starting. Someone said they had it. Alchemist and Waterfall. Can I have the second letter? I'm not surprised, Sulky Blue. I've heard of it, but I couldn't tell you. Oh, I'm in the Weald at the moment. Couldn't tell you that. Next one. Okay, so if something is finishing, it's stopping. Is it topping? So if it's finishing, it's stopping. Minus the first letter, you get topping. Is that excellent? I guess it is. I don't quite get it. Looks good. Okay, fine. Whoever Punk is, they like their slightly weird definitions. 2 down. Notes praising evolution of pangolins. Notes praising evolution of pangolins. I think this feels anagrammy to me. Evolution of, and then a 9-letter word, and we need a 9-letter answer. I think an anagram of pangolins. Okay. Okay, yes, I've got this one. So I was thinking notes as in memo. But it's not. So, type it in the chat. Go for it. I think it's plain song. Which, plain song, not plain dong. That's an anagram of pangolins. And that is a thing in religion of a praising song. 3 down. Juliet's predecessor somewhere in Asia. Juliet's predecessor somewhere in Asia. I'm happy with this one. A plain dong is a dong with no ding. Couldn't agree more, Matt. And now think about what you've written and sit in the naughty corner. Hey, yo, Baron. We need to play some Magic. I'm too busy this weekend, but maybe soon. I'm busy in 5 out of these next 7 weekends. It's ridiculous. It's very annoying. Okay, here we go. Juliet's predecessor. Type it in the chat. You know it if you've got it. We're talking about the NATO phonetic alphabet. It's India. Yes, so the letter before Julia in the NATO phonetic alphabet is India. And it's also somewhere in Asia. 11 across. Sort of tin can or bottle, ultimately this. Sort of tin can or bottle, ultimately this. Okay. Sort of tin... okay, fine. Yep, happy with this one. Bye, Womble. Good to see you. See you all soon. Using NATO and keep talking alphabet. Keep talking and nobody explodes. Good idea. Hadn't considered that. Anyway. Sort of tin can or bottle. Ultimately, this is an anagram. This is an anagram, but we have to work out what we're doing. It's an anagram of tin can or, but that's only 8 letters and we need 9. We need one more. It's an anagram of the last letter of bottle, ultimately. Ultimately is just telling you to take the last letter of bottle there. So, it's and so sort of is your anagram, and then the whole thing, it's an lit clue, which means that the whole clue is somehow involved in the definition or in a weird way. The whole thing is also the definition. It's a container. Because a tin can or bottle could be a container. So there we go. 13 across. Charge that may be electrical. Charge that may be electrical. Not spotting this one. Feels like a double definition. For a charge of some kind that may be electrical. What is this second letter? If I can have that, Carl or Meredith, and hopefully that will. All I can think of is shock at the moment. Is it going to be shock? Carl says H, Meredith says H, so I'm thinking it's now shock. Do people agree? Because that would be an electrical charge. It would be a shock, but I don't quite like it. Scoot says it's way too literal. I have a feeling it is, though. Yeah, it's just meant to be. It's a slightly weak cryptic definition of shock. There we go. As in a shock charge. I guess you can have a shock charge that's financial as well. Okay, moving on. Item designed for light switches 10. Oh goodness, what is 10? We haven't done 10. Let's have a look at 10 because it might be referring to 10. Equally, it could just be, oh, Meredith has an alternative answer. Oh, what do you think it is? Yes, I also agree. 1 red instant, I'll deal 2 damage to you there, Yo Baron. A better one for 13A. Yes, Storm. Charge that may be electrical. Could be a storm as well, because an electrical storm. And if you charge something, you storm it. Yes, like you charge the ramparts, you storm the ramparts. So I quite like that. So I think it'll be that. I think you can have both. But I like that more. It's certainly more fitting for a cryptic crossword. So we're going to try that. So item designed for light switches 10. Ugh. Don't know whether we'll need to know 10 or not. So let's have a look at 10. Filling up again could be a long ride. Filling up again could be a long ride. I think this is an anagram of a long ride. Yes, I'm happy with that. Also fits 14 down. Okay, well, you've looked further ahead than I have, so that's good. Good work for checking there. The anagrind here, the anagrind is could be. So it's an anagram of a long ride. Don't really know why there's a question mark there. I don't think it warrants it, but reloading. It's an anagram of a long ride, and that's reloading. 4 down. So we have 4 down. Item designed for light switches 10. It's got to be an anagram of reloading then, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, anagram of that. Does it have another anagram? Item designed for light switches. So item designed for light. I mean, it's not gonna. I thought it was gonna be gondolier. Don't tell me gondolier was also an anagram. Gondolier is also an anagram of it. If you're interested, are we going to be having many more? What is 18? Are we going to have gondolier in here as well? Oh, 2 O's. 2 O's. Girandol, blimey. Okay, thank you, Alchemist. So, what is that? A girandol. And I'm also not entirely sure how to say it, so I'm going to get... This is the Oxford Dictionary's pronunciation.
Girandol.
Girandol, fine, fair enough. A branch support for candles or other lights which either stands on a surface or projects from a wall. A girandol.
Girandol.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much, Alchemist. I've learned a thing. 5 down. Fancy candlestick, Matt. Fancy candlestick. Morning, Dogfish. Indeed. Measure big cheese. Measure big cheese. I'm assuming I have this. I've got an answer for this. I'm going to give it a few seconds for you to have a think. And then... it's the thing that supports a chandelier, I think. Oh, no. And also the chandelier itself, Yo Baron. Actually, it's also a pendant with small jewels attached to it, or a rotating firework, or a number of linked mines in the military. So it's got a few meanings, but yes, it can be a chandelier or the thing that supports it, and a few other things. Okay, so I think this is ruler, and I'm hoping that you agree with me here. So I think because if you measure something, it is a measure. So a ruler is a measure, and if you are the big cheese, you rule. You are a ruler. So I think that. Yep. Okay. People are agreeing with me on that. Good. Happy with that one. It's not a terrible cheese pun for a change, which is in some ways a shame, and in some ways a blessing. 5 across. Eve's birthplace, just before Jesus born in fashion. Eve's birthplace. Just before Jesus born in fashion. Ugh. Eve's birthplace was a rib, wasn't it? He took a rib from Adam. Something to do with rib, then? Just before Jesus born in fashion. Why? What's in fashion got to do with it? Ugh, right. Any hints on this one? Eve's birthplace. Could be Eden. If it's rib, you're thinking ribbons. Just before Jesus born. If you're born, it's nay. You know. Oh, whoops. You know. But I'm not seeing anything there. I think we're going to need some down clues to go through it. Let's have a look at nomadic tribesman controlling vital area. Nomadic tribesman controlling vital area. So we got an A in there. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Lil Smurf1. Oh, look at the Lil Smurf1. Hello. You made me jump with that notification. I forgot that I had them on. Alchemy says that 5 across does start with rib. Okay. Sorry. Flipping back to that. So if it does start with rib, anagram could be it's either an anagram of vital area or tribesman, I think, and it'll be tribesman because of the B. Rib-eyed is a word. So can I have some hints? So let's deal, because I think a couple of people have finished 5 across, so let's stay with 5 across. Eve's birthplace, just before Jesus. Can I have some hints then, please? Like so is it rib, and then what's the next letter after rib? And Matt, what do you think it is, Matt Clemenson? Sorry to hear that the Bothers Bar picnic this year is looking unlikely, if only because of a certain global pandemic. It does make it harder to meet up. Body part. Rib, bee, and sun. Anagram. Oh, so it would be ribbons, but why? Okay, so Eve's birthplace, rib. AD is the year Jesus was born. Just before Jesus was born would be 1 BC, wouldn't it? And if you fashion... Oh, so Eve's birthplace is actually this 7-letter word. Right, so I don't think it's ribbons. So it's got to be just... So we've got to... What if you fashion something? What's a 4-letter word for fashion? Oh, it's all the fashion. It's all the rage. Yes, so it's not just rib, it's rib cage. Good. Eve's birthplace is the rib cage. Jesus was born in 1 BC-ish. We won't get into QI pedantry here. And then we put 1 BC in rage. And we get ribcage. Okay, good. Right, back to this nomadic tribesman. Is this an anagram of tribesman? And this would give controlling vital area. What would that be? Brain stem. Well, there we go. That's a vital area that I was kind of thinking something military, but brainstem is very much a vital area. Tribesman, anagram of brainstem. There we go. 7 down. It's time for 7 down. What is 7 down? We just don't know. Well, actually, I do, because that's 7. That's 7 up, so that must be 7 down. Hooray! Best before March. That's how much longer we've got of that can. 7 down. Whisper, main entry of 45. Whisper, main entry of... main number of 45. Okay. If you whisper main entry of 45. No, it doesn't help. Does not help. Soda puns. Indeed. I'll Dr. Pepper them throughout all my stream. I hope you can all Coca-Cola with them. Here's some Coca-Cola. Oh dear. What is the flavour of Dr. Pepper? If you had to describe the flavour of Dr. Pepper, what is it? It is quite nice, but to me it tastes of purple. Purple and brown. What is Dr. Pepper? Cough syrup? Okay, that's not a bad start. But it's not Dr. Pepper flavoured, Matt Clemson. I'm not going to let you off with that one. What is Dr. Pepper flavour? It's like a cherry coke. Who knows what it actually takes? I'm a big fan of carbonated fizzy drinks, I will admit. Anyway, Whisper, main number of 45. Can I have a hint, please, Gary? Give a hint, please, Gary. On what's the flavour of Coke? Okay, good point, Matt. Good point, Matt. But I'm in charge here. Still not taking it. Not taking it. No. Mainly because it's you, Matt. Think records in the old days. Okay, so that's a 45. So the 45 is... Oh, it's an A side. Lovely. Thanks, Gary. Oh, I hope you're nicely warmed up for this clue. The main number of an A side is not the B side, it's the A side. And if you're doing a whisper, that is an aside. Clever clue. Clever. Relative peace found in European city. Relative peace found in European city. I'm happy with this one, but I will need one. I will need one explanation. Literally, cunning definition. This has to be what I think it is, but I don't know why. Oh, yes, I do. Because I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, that's why. Okay. Shout it out in the chat. Happy? Yeah, peace finally. I hadn't spotted the word finally there, Meredith. That's where I was going wrong. I was going, why is peace E? Why is peace E? It's peace finally. Relative peace. Peace finally is E. Put that in a European city. That is Nice. Nice. And we get Nice for a relative. Okay, what have we got here? With 8 down. Genius. Good man inspired by old oath. Good man inspired by old... Genius. Good man inspired by old oath. I mean, I thought it was going to be Einstein, but it's not. For many reasons. Mainly that it's the wrong answer. Wrong length, wrong letters. But aside from that, absolutely perfect. A few people are getting it. Okay. Hold off, please, for now. Good man. If you're good, that's G. Inspired by old oath. So we've old. Are we going to be dealing with X here? EXG. I don't like. Don't like. Okay, everyone. Hold the floor. Yo, Baron. What do you think it is? Yo, Baron. Tell me, Yo, Baron. No one else. No one else. Not EXG. Okay. A few people are getting it. I haven't got it. If this is right, Yo Baron, I'm going to take no mercy on you, by the way, the next time we play Magic the Gathering. Egghead. Okay. Is it Egghead? Do people agree? Because I'll deal with you next, Meredith. We'll give you your turn. Sorry, I didn't mean to not. Okay, people saying Egghead. Why is it Egghead? Yo Baron, a huge round of applause for you there. Woo! Why? So it's an anagram of HEG in EG. Egg G plus so. Sorry, okay. Good and man is HE. Okay, so GHE. Okay, right. The old oath is egad, and that is around G and he for man. I don't really like inspired by being the... Oh, hang on. Egghead is a barred word. It's not... For me, it's not coming through as... it's not telling me that's... Oh, well. Well, anyway. Hey. Okay, so that is Egghead. Good work. Thingy that I've currently forgotten. I can only remember your real name. Yo Baron. There we go. Good work. Yeah. No mercy next time we play Magic the Gathering. You're doomed. It's a blocked crossword rather than a barred one anyway. Moving on to 15 across. Badger used to rat disconcerted. Badger used to rat disconcerted. Okay, well, there's a lot of 9-letter anagrams today. Used to rat, I think. And then it'll either mean badger or disconcerted because both of those could be the anagram indicator. So... Oh, I don't know. So it's either a badger or disconcerted. Is it going to be out? Is it going to be out something? Outstared. Is it going to be Outstared? Outstared. That feels... Meredith, do you agree with me on this one? Is it outstared? Disconcerted. If you disconcert, you outstare. Okay, fine. Another interesting definition there. Not the happiest with that. Right, 14 down. People were saying that they had this monotremes, dicky ticker. Monotremes, dicky ticker. I like saying the word dicky ticker. The word dicky ticker. Dicky ticker. Right, yes, happy with 14 down. This is a straightforward one. Meredith, what is it? Tell me, Meredith. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. It's a metronome. It is indeed a metronome. Well done, Meredith. Well done, Car. Metronome, also a city-styled gnome, a city-styled garden dweller. Anagram of monotreme is metronome, and dicky being your anagram indicator, and ticker being it literally ticks and helps you keep time in music. 18. Doctor gathering clothes for later time. Doctor gathering clothes for later time. Wow. I've just... Okay, I have this one. It is an anagram of gathering catnip. It is, and Scoots, you're right. The anagram indicator is doctor, because the doctor can be a person, but it can also mean to doctor, to anagram. When you doctor, you alter. You can doctor the results of a test or of a study or something. You can doctor the results. So it's an anagram of gathering. Yes, another 9-letter anagram. Not going to complain. I love anagrams. So it's an anagram of gathering for night gear, which is an unusual word, but it's got to be that because those are clothes for a later time, later in the day. This is a countdown theme crossword. All the 9 letters are 9-letter anagrams. Interesting idea. Shall we have a look at 16 down, which is also... Yes! This is going to be an anagram as well, isn't it? Motherese discombobulated triplets. That's an anagram as well. Maybe this is a countdown themed crossword. Have we got any other 9? So we've got 23 across is another 9, and 25 across, and 17 down. Is it every single... Yeah, every single one has so far been an anagram if it's 9 letters. Interesting. Well, anagram of Motherese. Shout out in the chat. Happy with this one. Discombobulated absolutely means confused. That is your anagram indicator. This is a threesome. Okay, interesting. And unfortunately, Timo Bear can't write that either. Punk is Susie don't confirmed. Yep, completely agree. Yep, absolutely. Okay, well, we'll come to the rest of these and see if they are indeed anagrams later on. Let's. I'm so tempted to just try and do all the 9-letter ones, but I'm going to string them out. I'm going to reveal them as we go through. Detected without one across. Detected without one across. Okay, one across is topping. So we're taking the detected, sensed, detected. Without one across. Without first letter. Waterfall has it. Detected without topping. Detected without topping. Okay. Egg says it's an 8-letter word minus the T. Meredith thinks they have it. Meredith, can I have some hints, please, Meredith? Without topping. If you take your top off, you are stripping. If you detect something you notice. Noticed. No, not tied. Not iced. That's a lovely clue. Is that what it was going to be now, Meredith? Noticed. If a cake does not have a topping, it is not iced. Lovely. I really want a cake now. And if you detect something, you notice it. Okay, cool. There we go. 21 across. Rate of workforce's retirement. Rate of workforce's retirement. Okay, well, I've got it, but why? Yeah, I really want cake. Okay, people are getting it. I'm not entirely sure of the parsing. I know something is going to go backwards, though. Retirement, it's going to go backwards. Okay. Chat, go for it. Please let me know in the chat. I'll start writing in. Tempo! Or as Scoots Baboo says, Temepi. Temepi! I'm really hoping that there's a word Temepi. I sadly think there is not. Temepi is sadly not a word. Temesis is, but not Temepi. I just love the word that it sounds like. So it's going backwards, op and then met. I guess a met is a workforce, like the Met Police, as Waterfall. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. But, I mean, it's got to go backwards of... workforce. Work is op, met is the force. And workforce has sneakily been smushed together there to look like the word workforce. Clever. Okay, happy with that. So it's op, met, all reversed for tempo, which is obviously the rate at which something happens. Okay, 22 down. Right, second right, then a left. Right, second right, then a left. I mean, it's got to end AL, right? Second right, then a left. Ta-da! I'm just going to brag now. If something is right, it is moral. A second is a mo, then right equals R, then a left, AL, moral. Happy with that one. 27, leaving 25 across. 27, most uninspiring airport tax originally. Most uninspiring airport. I've actually got this one right off the bat. So I will give this a few seconds. Take a cocky sip of my drink. And it is indeed catnip. Right. Someone tell me what it is. We're a long way. Yeah, there is no pangram happening here. Dulles. It is. Dulles Airport is that in Texas? No, it's somewhere in the US. Where is Dulles Airport? Do let me know. Washington, D.C. Thank you very much. And then we're adding tax, originally, the first letter of tax. And then we get the most inspiring. Most uninspiring is dullest. Is this an anagram? 25. 6 on the table, stir broiled meat. Doesn't... 6 on the table is pink in snooker, but I don't think it's that. Broiled is definitely an anagram. Well, stir could be an anagram here. It could be broiled, could indeed be. But we've got, look at those letters. C, R, O, and O. 6 could be VI. Oh yeah, there's no C. Yeah, so that's weird that we've got so many 9-letter anagrams. Reloading, container, outstairs, night gear, brainstem, metronome, plain song, and then not this one. 6 on def you think is meat. Okay. I feel like we need an anagram of broiled. What would 6 on the table be? Okay, hints, please. Unless it's only the down clues. Could be. But then container was definitely an anagram. Reloading was an anagram. Second letter is A. Thank you very much. 6 on the table. Cards. Stir broiled. Is CA 6 somehow? And then no, can't be. Stir broiled. Okay, broil stir. Let's have an anagram of stir. No. What's the next letter? What's the next letter? B. Oh. 6 on the periodic table. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon. And a stir is an ado. So carbonado. Carbonado? Carbonado is a piece of meat cut crossways for broiling on coals. Obsolete. And it's also a beef stew made with beer. So it is carbonado. There you go, Catnip. You were right on that. It's when you spin your spaghetti into a little spiral, a carbonado. Get out. Gary has a beer. Beer. Sorry, Gary. Oh, whoops. Hello. You can go back to your modding. Build boat. Okay, I could deal with 23 down. Build boat. A straightforward double definition. I can cope with this. Well, okay, I'm going to allow this in the chat because it's not really why. But yeah, it blocked pricks as well. Yeah, fun that. I'm going to allow it, but slightly dodgy there. Okay, build boat, 23 down. Oh, I think Catnip and Meredith are both MVPs here. Craft, says Meredith. Happy with that. Craft. If you build something, you craft it, and a craft is a boat, as in a watercraft. Right, 23 across. Is this an anagram? No. Part of shell in 11 at sea. Part of shell in 11 at sea. It's going to be an anagram of container, right? I've already written that somewhere. Part of shell. Krianinot. Is it going to be an anagram of container? It would have to be CRE, yes. Indeed, Gary, yeah. Indeed. It's creation and then an annoying N. Yeah. Part of a shell. Now, that could be like a snail shell or a fish, like a cuttlefish's shell or something like that. Or it could equally be a shell as in ammunition, as in a bullet. Car has got it. Car. Easy to anagram of creation. Anagram of container. Is it that? It is. Okay. Right. Ah, dear. I'm gonna. Is it CRE? Oh, slipping egg. Crenatonin. Oh, it's going to be atonin or something. Hello, cheesy jelly. All the cheesy dancing cheesy jelly. It's got to be crenatonin or something. It's got to be onin, yes, because is creatonin. That's got to be part of a shell or something like that? Creatonin. No. Okay, what are these first? Crenation. My word. Crenation. We had nation, of course, earlier. Crenation. So crenation, having notched or scalloped edges. A crenated. That's what crenated means. So the process of shrinkage and formation of scalloped edges on red blood cells in a hypertonic solution. That's not useful. Why is it crenation? Part of shell? I don't get. Is it just saying that it's got a ridged thing? Oh, especially of a leaf or a shell having a round tooth or scalloped edge. Thank you, Oxford Dictionary of English. There we go. So more anagrams that fun fact. This couldn't be a countdown conundrum because it's got 2 potential anagrams. So you couldn't have an anagram that came to mean container in the countdown conundrum because someone could buzz in and say crenation. 24 down. Vessel of swine almost capsized. Circling river. Vessel. A swine almost capsized. Circling river. I feel like you feel like they should just allow 2 answers. Nah. I think they got stung once, maybe. And they went, oh, so don't do it now. It doesn't actually eliminate that many words, Scoots Baboo. You would be surprised. Oh yes, Gary, of course. Gary is an excellent countdowner. Gary got to the semi-finals of one of the series of Countdown. He is an excellent countdowner. He is much better than I am. I only got to the quarterfinals. He got to the semi-finals. He was not beaten by a 14-year-old. I was. Vessel a swine. Almost capsized circling river. So is it going to be A for A? Swine is going to be like boar or something. And it's going to circle river. It's going to be capsized. So capsized, so it's going to go up instead of down. It's going to be boar. On a final broadcast on Christmas Day, once the scramble was Satan, Santa sits. So it's got to be Satanists, right? So it's going to be something like a boar for a swine, and it's going... Oh, okay, maybe not boar, but it's going to go backwards, and it's going to be around the letter R, and we get a vessel. Oh, right. I would have immediately buzzed and said Satanists. Oh, dear. Well, at least, yeah. Oh, true, catnip. Yes, so that technically, Satanists isn't acceptable because they don't do conundrums that end in an S, or sorry, at least that are a plural ends in S. If it's a word that ends in S but isn't a standard plural, it's fine. But it slips through the net, so it's fine. Okay, Meredith, I think you had this one. Can I have a hint, please, Meredith? Either a second letter or a strong shot of whiskey or a clue, any of the above. Anything like that. I do like our random tangential discussions. Gary is, you think the second letter is O. Oh, so it's probably aorta then. But yeah, Gary, excellent countdowner. Though, I reckon I could take him on at Good Game of Countdown. Come on, Gary. You, me, street countdown. Get you to Nettenborough. So is it aorta? So, a swine would be a something, and there's the R that it's circling, and then the vessel is a blood vessel. It's aorta. Swine is a rat. It's got to circle the river, which is R. So what is it? Toad? Is it is a swine a toad? Like that person's a bit of a toad. They're a swine. Is it going to be that? So you've got a toad, almost, because it's almost, so we take off the last letter. Capsized, so it's reversed, and then it's all around the letter R for circling a river. People agree with that? Am I a member of the 8+ club? No, I am not. I did not win 8 because I had a horrendous cold on my second day of filming, and thus just my mind just wouldn't work. 28 across. Don't love it. Yeah, it's 8 out of 10 for me. So we shall see. 28 across. Gospel backfiring on church body. Gospel backfiring on church body. I'll take you on, Gary. I'll still take you on. We will see. When I was a kid, I used to be brilliant at the numbers round and rubbish on the letters. Now, funnily enough, I'm brilliant at I'm okay. I'm almost as good at Gary as the letters, and almost as good at Gary at the numbers. No, I'm rubbish at the numbers now. Church could be CE reverse because we got backfiring. Gospel could be the truth. Could be Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John. Backfiring on church body. Not spotting this one. Begonias is an astonishingly good word because you've got ing that you can get sucked into and you didn't fall for it. That is excellent. Excellent work. See you soon, yo. We'll play Magic, but again, as I say, can't do it today or this weekend. I'm going to do 19 across now. Finish off with hair in beehive style. Finish off with hair in beehive style. Okay, happy with this one. 19 across. Catnip. Unlucky there. This is mop up. Scoots, do you agree this is mop up? Because if you have your hair in a beehive style, your mop is up, because a beehive isn't up. And then if you finish something off, you mop it up. So, drink, upset, duck. 20 down. Drink, upset, duck. Drink is going to be pint. Gary is going to prick up his ears. You watch. Drink, upset, duck. How did I finish ahead of you but score less points? Oh, well, anyway. You will rise to the bait, Gary. You will. Upset duck. Oh, is there a type of duck that starts pint? If you upset, you annoy, you irk, you... Let's have a look at 17 down, I think. Springier pants for putting on again. This is an anagram. This is another 9-letter... Maybe it is just the downs that are 9-letter anagrams. Okay. Is there a theme in here that we haven't spotted? I can't spot something that's read out, but... Anyway, this... Springier pants. So pants is your anagram indicator here. I'm saying this. I don't actually know what the anagram indicator is. Sorry, what the anagram goes to. Reprising. If you put on again, sort of in terms of TV or on the stage, you reprise something. So it's an anagram of Springier. Okay, so Meredith now has 20. Has 20. Okay, can I have 20 down, please? Let's go with that. Is it a type of duck? Pants? If it's pants, it's rubbish. If it's rubbish, it's meh. Pintail. So pint. And if you're upset, you ale. It was pint ale. And a pintail is a type of duck. There we go. 2 clues to go. We are nearly done. 26 across. Indian condiment absorbed by chapati. A restaurateur recalled. Okay, I'm happy with that one. I'm really... Oh. Yep. Sorry. Yep. So happy with that one. It's the first one of its type in here. It's going to be an entirely hidden in here, but it's recalled, so it's hidden backwards. Yeah, indeed. With that set of things, there's only one Indian condiment that will fit. Writer, as in someone who writes, but spelled entirely differently. Writer. R-A-I-T-A, but it's hidden backwards. In chapati, a restaurateur recalled, so R-A-I-T-A. And the last clue of the day. Gospel. Backfiring on church body. Gospel backfiring on church body. Okay, Meredith has this. Okay, I'm gonna get this one. I'm gonna get it. Probably not. If a gospel is backfiring, it's got to be going backwards. So lag, evangel. It's got to be evangel. That's your definite. Your gospel is your evangel. But why? Okay, first of all, let's see if it is evangel, because it will come up with 100% when I do this. Aha! Points! No points for solving this crossword, because it gives out no points. But, okay, so why is it evangel? So a church body is the nave, the body. This one of the central parts of the church is your nave. And leg? Where does the leg come from? Scoots reports, this is not a pangram. Thanks, Scoots. Thanks for the report. On is leg side in... Oh, bloody hell. Thanks, Gary. Leg... So on is leg side... Blooming cricket. In cricket. So it's leg, nave, all reversed. And you get evangel. Completely agree, Catnip. But there we go. Okay, lots of anagrams. I don't know whether... I don't think there was a hidden theme in there. If there was, I've not spotted it. What Which of these is a TV show that you would watch? Would you watch Topping Ribcage, Wheeled Reloading, Container Niece, Storm Outstared, Night Gear Mop Up? Oh dear, someone's had an accident. Night Gear Mop Up. Tempo Cronation, Carbonado Writer, Dullest Evangel. Well, that's the opposite. That's like the least interesting program of Jehovah's Witnesses going round. Who can be the dullest evangel? Is as they go round. Carbonado Writer does sound delicious, says Keshi. I completely agree. Someone's gone for ruler threesome. Looking down. Hey. Anyway, Night Gear Mop Up. That's my top tip.